So welcome back to the channel and welcome to a new video. And I'm on my way to give a lecture here in the Netherlands. And I decided to leave early because it's the other side of the country. I don't come here that often. And I was just driving down the road here towards my destination when I looked in the mirror. And I saw this beautiful red sky behind me here with all those windmills. And yeah, those windmills aren't my typical nature photography subject, but it just looks really nice with a little bit of haze and fog on the atmosphere. So I decided to stop here for a minute and just try to catch a nice shot of one of those windmills with this beautiful sky and this hazy, misty foreground here. I'm just using the 300mm shooting, but it's still really dark, so I used the roof of my car here as my tripod, looking on the horizon for a nice scene. And I think I caught one or two nice shots. And while I was sitting here, or standing here, you can see this traffic sign here. It says that this is a dead-end road here, so I can't drive any further, I have to go back. But while I was shooting over there, I just looked to the left and there was, I think it was a buzzard sitting on top of that sign. It was just way too dark to catch it, but I did get a photo, so if it worked, I will show it. But I think it's a little bit, there's not enough light to photograph that subject, and especially because I had to take it handheld. And for this case, I can hold the camera steady on the roof of this of my car, which works way better. So yeah, that's this stop. I just wanted to show you this one, and now I'm getting back in the car and drive to the area that I intentionally wanted to go. So yeah, hopefully this will be a pretty nice video, but I have no clue actually. So the area that I'm in today is called the Oostvaardersplassen. It's one of the most controversial nature reserves here in the Netherlands. I've been here a lot when I shot more birds a couple of years ago. But these days I don't come here that often anymore. But it's on my way to where I have to give the lecture, so I thought, let's have a look. And there's this beautiful new path and this beautiful new screen here, where you can look at the birds and all the other animals. But yeah, looks good, you know. It fires that feeling of shooting some birds. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to shoot, but there are some old trees here a little bit further away. I have about 1 hour before I have to head on to my lecture, so I'm going to see if I can get some nice shots. I'm already happy with those windmills actually, but yeah, it would be nice if I can catch something else also. So I think this will be a pretty hard day to catch some nice landscape images. As you can see, the wind is picking up at the moment and the fog that was here is reduced rapidly, so it's almost gone. And there's some overcast clouds rolling in here, so there's not going to be any sunrise. So I think I was pretty lucky with those windmills back there. But yeah, luckily I'm in an area that has different subjects also. You know, I'm wondering if I can find anything within that hour that I have, but yeah, I'm not wearing the smartest choice of colors here to shoot some birds, but yeah, it is a warm jacket, you know, it's 2 degrees here, I noticed in the car, so yeah, pretty happy I've got this warm winter jacket on at the moment. And yeah, we will see if we can find something, and if we don't find anything, then at least we tried and we've been out here in nature. You know, that's the most important thing. Just keep enjoying what you're doing. So I mentioned that this area was a bit controversial, but yeah, if you're wondering what's actually happening here, that it's a closed area. It's very huge, but it's closed. And there are a lot of animals here, and the policy in this area was that it has to be wild, you know. They were not feeding the animals or helping them in winter times or anything, but at this one point too many animals appeared in this nature reserve, and so yeah, politicians and people said that they were letting animals die here and not helping them in winter time. While the forest maintenance here, they said, no, we are just keeping it wild, you know, this is what wildlife is supposed to be. And it even came to the court, and a judge just made decisions in it. And in the end there were only losers, because the decision that was made that the forest maintenance had to kill down almost half the livestock in this area to make sure that the remaining animals would have enough food during the winter time. So yeah, people were trying to protect these animals, lots of protests here, but eventually everyone lost, and a lot of these deers, horses, I think the horses were transported to a national park in Poland, but all the red deer, they were all shot. So there were about 1,400 I think at peak, and I think at this moment there are 500 left, so they shot more than half of them. And yeah, maybe that's what I'm noticing here, because a couple of years ago there were always red deer around here, and until now I haven't seen a single one. So yeah, that's the controversy, you know, people versus politicians, and finally a judge makes a call, and yeah, everyone loses. So since that time, it's about 4 or 5 years ago now, I haven't been in this area, because yeah, I didn't like it as much anymore. Somehow it didn't feel wild anymore, you know. So yeah, but still enough birds here usually, and that's what I'm actually trying to look for at the moment, but I'm not having that much of luck. So my intention was to go to that large bird hide over there and look over the open plains, hoping to see some deer or horses or any other bird. But when I looked on the horizon there, like I said, the wind is picking up big time at the moment, but the clouds are really dark there, and it's supposed to start raining in about 2 hours from now, but I didn't trust it, so I checked the weather radar, and it seems that this large rainstorm is rolling in about 5 to 10 minutes, and it's about 10 minutes back to the car for where I am at this moment, and I don't want to get to my lecture soaking wet. So I decided to go back and just take my car as a mobile hide. It's been quite successful for me in the past in this area. You can drive around here, lots of birds of prey sitting on those bigger trees, but the small birds, they are all a bit further away in the reeds here, so nothing close enough to make a photograph of, which is a shame. But yeah, I want to be in front of this this rainstorm. Like I said, don't want to arrive completely soaked. And who knows, I will find something on the other side. So change of plan. But yeah, I'll be back here someday, you know. Absolutely. So I'm driving in the car by now over this road here on the edge of this nature reserve, and on those large trees here on the side there are always birds of prey sitting here, and there was a large buzzard sitting here. At least I think it was a buzzard because it was white, and I haven't seen them white that much, but maybe it's a juvenile, or I don't know, a winter coat or anything. But it was just sitting in this tree here and pretty relaxed. I got some nice shots of it with the 300, and then I decided let's put on the 1.4 teleconverter also. So I attached it, got a couple of shots, and then a large truck drove by, and yeah, the buzzard just flew off. So that's a shame, but I hope these images are sharp. But yeah, as you can see around me, there are all these trees. So the nature reserve is on that side. It's miles and miles in that direction, and this is just the edge, so you can't walk through it or anything. Lots of it is water or swamp, but you can drive around it and just look into it. And there are a lot of birds, sea eagles, buzzards, hawks, and also other small birds, lots of red deer, but yeah, enough to see. So hopefully I will see some more on my way this side, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with this one. So yeah, hoping for some more. So I'll be honest with you here, but the video that you've just seen actually wasn't supposed to be released at all. No, I thought the material was a little bit too thin or not good enough, or I don't know what it is. But I made this video weeks ago, and then yeah, I decided not to do anything with it. But as you might notice, I've been sick for yeah, a couple of days. There's some real bad weather over the past weeks, and it reduced my video stock from weeks to maybe 1 or 2 videos that I have left. And so I didn't have anything to show today, and yeah, the algorithm forces you to make something or else you'll be punished, because if you skip one day, then you're in big trouble, and you can see that yeah, the numbers are decreasing a lot. So I decided to make a little change to this video, add some images from earlier on. So it's still yeah, maybe interesting enough to show. So let me know, did you enjoy this video or not, or would you like to see more of this kind of stuff in the future where things didn't work out as well as I hoped it would? You know, it's not all cracker images on every trip that I make. So yeah, it is. Maybe it's nice to see that not everything goes according to plan sometime. So yeah, still hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget, push that thumbs up button. And I'm on the battering hand at the moment, so hopefully this weekend I will be able to go out again and make some new videos. And yeah, I'm hoping the weather is going to change also. So desperately waiting to go out again. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you next week, and bye bye.